Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel Live Life in Tarot. This reading is for all Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. Gemini, we're taking a look at your weekend forecast for February 16 and February 17, 2019. We're going to take a look at what's coming towards you that you need to know about, your focus with what's coming towards you. We're going to take a look at what the theme is for you this weekend, Gemini, and we're going to take a look at what your guidance and advice is for what's coming towards you. I've already shuffled the cards and laid out the spread, so let's get into your reading, Gemini. So Gemini, when I was shuffling your cards, the card that fell out is you have the moon. The moon is a major arcana. It's water energy. It's around feelings and emotions. But the moon also can talk about cycles, something only seen in part or not being able to see all things clearly. It's about having intense emotions. It's also about following your intuition or not following your intuition. But with the moon here, I feel for many of you Gemini, there's a cycle that's coming to an end, and there's also a cycle that's starting that's new for you. For other Gemini, I feel that you are experiencing intense emotion that is fluctuating back and forth. One minute you're feeling really happy, the next minute you may be feeling really angry, the next minute you may be feeling upset and sad, the next minute you may be feeling joy or satisfaction. But I feel that your emotions are swaying back and forth regularly and consistently at this time over the weekend with the moon. For others of you, there's a need for you to follow your intuition. For some of you, you are not following your intuition at this time. And so the ability to see a situation more clearly can only happen through your intuition. For others of you, there's a situation or circumstances that you're dealing with that you don't have all the answers to. You're only seeing in part. Some of you are only seeing in part because of your feelings towards the situation. For others of you, you're only seeing in part because all is not shown to you at this time. For others of you, something that you were dealing with is being shown to you. For others of you, you are getting your emotions in control and in check, and your ability to look at a situation is clearer now because you are working on coming out of having intense emotions about a situation. For others of you, I feel there's an intense emotion around you trying to shift or change something. You're trying to shift or change something. And so you have intense emotions around your desire or need to shift or change something. I feel that this is either around a wish that you're trying to have fulfillment with, or this is around trying to heal something. Some of you, this may be around you working on healing yourselves. So, now, on to your reading. So Gemini, the theme of the week for you is you have abundance. You have abundance. So I feel that your focus is that you want prosperity, you want growth, you want shit to come together. You want your plans to bear fruit. For some of you, you are experiencing abundance because some new money or resources is coming in. For others of you, you're experiencing abundance because there are some changes happening in your life that some of you are entering a new cycle in your life, and that new cycle is some of you may be becoming grandparents or becoming a new parent or getting married, or your child is getting married, but some sort of new cycle is happening that for you feels abundant, feels prosperous, feels like a gain. But the focus, your theme is there's something to be gained this weekend. There's some sort of abundance occurring for many of you Gemini. There's a very, very, very small portion of you where you're experiencing issues around abundance. There's challenges around abundance, and those challenges around abundance, something that you're trying to gain, whether it's a resource, whether it's something that you're working on, you have very intense emotions that have you very upset, or that is also causing you to be emotional back and forth about a situation. One minute it feels like it's coming in for you, the next minute something's happening where it doesn't feel like it is. And so that feeling of abundance is escaping you at this time, Gemini. And so what you want to do is you want to try to balance your emotions. Whether you are experiencing abundance or abundance for you is delayed, balance your emotions and try to follow your intuition, and make sure you have emotional clarity in order for you to have clarity with whatever it is you're dealing with, Gemini. So Gemini, what's coming towards you is you have this Queen of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups. So the Queen of Pentacles is earth energy. She is grounded, she's nurturing, she gets shit done, she's very resourceful, she knows how to create all the luxuries and beauty in her world. She's very responsible, reliable, she gets shit done, and she also knows how to take care of others as well as herself, but she's also very good at multitasking. And with that Queen of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Cups, which is water energy, feelings, and emotions. And so with the Seven of Cups, this can talk about needing to make the right choice, needing to look at what your options are. This can also talk about you're not able to see things clearly, or there's a need to see things clearly in a situation. There's a need to be grounded. So I feel what's coming towards you, Gemini, for many of you, is that for some of you, you're feeling grounded because you are able to make choices through and have wishful thinking, and through that, and from that wishful thinking, you are able to achieve what you want, because you are grounded and practical and very focused and determined to create, the wish fulfillment around the wishful thinking that you are experiencing. For others of you, Gemini, I feel you're taking the time to get grounded, to nurture yourself, to take care of yourself, to be more practical. And you are turning away from any confusion that you may have been experiencing or that you are experiencing at this time in this weekend. And you are focusing on being grounded and being practical and maintaining your stability and your security with whatever is going on that had caused confusion for you. I feel for others of you, there is something that you were working on, that you were creating in your world, and it took a lot of effort and energy. You had to make a lot of decisions and choices, but you had to make a lot of choices and decisions that you felt good about or would make someone else feel good about. And I feel that for many of you, the details around whatever it is that you've been working on, you're now able to take a break from it, or you're either finished with whatever this is. And so you're feeling more stability and security in your world, because you feel that what you've been able to do, of the choices that you've made, that you have made good choices, and that these choices are prosperous and abundant, and are great opportunities and actions that you and your world is benefiting from. Now, what you have coming towards you is you have this Eight of Swords with the Nine of Cups. So the Eight of Swords is air energy, communication, thinking, but this is a self-imposed prison where you feel trapped in your mind and unable to see your way out or think of a way out of a situation that you are experiencing conflict in. And it's paired with the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is water energy. It's about emotions and feelings. And so I feel that for many of you Gemini, your focus is that you are now coming out of a place of feeling stuck, that you have now been able to be creative and make the choices necessary to see a way out of a circumstance or situation that involved communication or involved the stinking thoughts that you were having in your mind that was causing you to be unable to see your way out of a situation or feel bound or stuck by it. And I feel that you now are having the satisfaction and the happiness around the situation because now you're coming out of it and you're feeling more stuck and you're feeling more abundant. You feel that you've been creative or you're being creative in a situation. For others of you, you are feeling stuck in a situation, feeling trapped in your mind. Some of you feel trapped by an actual situation and unable to see your way out of it. And it is also disruptive and causing interference for you. And it is keeping you from seeing your satisfaction in a situation or your happiness in a situation or creating the satisfaction or happiness in a situation for someone else. And so for some of you, you're unable to come out of your mind and you're feeling trapped by a situation because you are determined to be happy and you're refusing to see other ways that something can work out because you're going to do this shit your way and you're going to be stubborn and you're not going to entertain anyone else's wishes but your own, and you're only going to focus on what makes you happy. And you don't give a shit about if anyone else is happy. Hell, you don't give a shit if nobody else shows up. Okay? You are on fuck their feelings, the Gemini. And so I also feel that some of you Gemini are feeling stuck because of your communication with others. Unable to satisfy a situation or make a situation improved or better because of some communication you may be having with others and because of their choices or the confusion that they're bringing to the situation. And so your ability to be creative or to see the abundance in a situation or see something come together and work out is delayed or not happening, and you're dissatisfied with that. Others of you break free from whatever is the issue that you've been running with in your mind that's been causing negativity or in your world, and you realize the way forward. It allows you to feel more stable. It allows you to feel more creative and abundant. And it allows for wish fulfillment and satisfaction. Now, what's coming towards you is you have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana, and it is with Judgment, which is also a major arcana. And so the Wheel of Fortune and Judgment are both fire energies about action and about change. Now, the Wheel of Fortune talks about shifting things in a positive or a negative direction. Now, the thing about the Wheel of Fortune, depending on your actions, whatever you're trying to do, it can end up working out for the positive or working out for the negative with the Wheel of Fortune. With Judgment as the fire energy is a major arcana. Judgment talks about reflecting on a situation, making decisions, rising up to the call, second chances, renewal, rebirth. And I feel with the Wheel of Fortune and Judgment here, Gemini, you are looking to create positive shifts in your world and changes through decisions. I feel that you're rising up to the call in a situation or whatever you're dealing with this upcoming weekend, and you're making choices. And the choices that you're making for some of you is to shift or create positive change in a situation that has become a negative situation for you. For others of you, you're making decisions for more positive circumstances to happen and to avoid being trapped in a negative situation. For others of you, you make decisions, or you're rising to the call, or you're reflecting on a situation to see what else you need to do to change it so that you can avoid any problems or difficulties or any confusion, and so that everything can stay satisfactory and abundant and good. For others of you with judgment, you're making decisions that is not allowing you to shift things in a more positive predicament, is actually causing more negative circumstances, and it's causing you to feel more trapped by the situation. It's creating more confusion, and for some of you it's because you are not being practical, or you are being stubborn about a situation. For some of you, the changes are happening because you have grounded yourself. You are no longer confused by a situation that you felt trapped in, or communication. You're being more creative, and through your creativity, you're able to come out of some sort of toxic situation or circumstance that makes you feel stuck or feeling bound or chained by a situation. And you're able to create the stability and just the security that you want, and thereby achieving your abundance. And so your focus with what's coming towards you is you have the Four of Pentacles with this Ace of Wands, Gemini. And so the Four of Pentacles is about earth energy. It's about things in your physical material world. It's about creating stability. It's about money, finances. It's also about home and family and work, but the focus is stability. For some of you, there's a lack of stability, but with the Ace of Wands here is fire energy, is inspiration, is action. You are looking to creatively come up with new ideas and new ways to go about the things that need your attention in your world in order to continue to have security and stability in your circumstances, or to create more stability and security in your circumstances. For others of you, you feel stuck and unable to come up with new ideas and approaches to circumstances and situations that you feel stuck by or stuck in your mind about. And so, your guidance and your advice over this weekend, Gemini, is you have an air energy called contemplation. This is air energy. This represents the Four of Swords. And you see how the gentleman is sitting there and reading, contemplating, assessing, gaining more knowledge and information, getting more understanding, getting to the truth. So I feel with contemplation, there's a need to step back, okay, and really look at what you're dealing with. For some of you, you need to take a step back and leave shit the fuck alone and let it be, because it's not serving you, or it's causing you more trouble than it's worth. But for others of you, there's a need to take a step back because you need more information. You need more clarity. You need more understanding. You need to be able to come up with more creative ideas. And, you need trains of thought that will allow for that to happen. And so what I encourage you in this energy of contemplation is to make sure that you think before making choices. Take the time to meditate and reflect on your situations and circumstances. Make sure that as you are interacting and dealing with others in your communication and conversations with regard to making decisions or choices, or your point of view or your feedback is required or needed or asked for, that you make sure you reserve your right to consider all the options before coming up with your decision. Make sure you take the breaks that you need with it, whatever you're dealing with or working around, so that you can continue to pull on the clarity that taking a break can allow for in the situation. And if need be, put off making a final decision if you don't have peace. Make the decision that gives you peace in the situation, Gemini. Now, the caution with this energy as well is there's a need not to make snap judgments. Okay? There's a need to not be caught sleeping on the job. Okay? So some of you taking a break, it don't mean take a fucking nap. Okay? Doing things that you are having to work on, projects, or whatever this is. For some of you, taking a break don't mean going to sleep. Okay, so don't do that shit. Also, there's a caution on refusing to make a choice in a situation, or getting caught up in the rat race of deliberations and issues and points of views. And also, there's a caution with, don't take action based entirely on your reflex in a situation. And also, there's a caution around arguments designed to bog you down, or to prevent your progress, or to stifle you through disagreements. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching. Bye.